guys, it's Menthol here, and welcome back to my ASMR channel. Today I have in store for you a ton of tingles.
And it all dissolves.
What's going on, guys? Menthol here. I had another amazing day today, and it's weird because I only got 1 hour of sleep last night. I woke up, I felt fine, and about 10 or 10:30 I ended up absolutely crashing to the point where I was almost falling asleep walking, like actually falling asleep. I know people say that in a term of like exaggeration, but I actually almost fell asleep walking to the point where I was getting dizzy. But I made it through, and by 1 o'clock after I ate, I kind of just was like, fuck it. Like, I gotta make the best of it. And I know in comparison when I was like 6 months ago, I keep talking about the perspective of my mindset 6 months ago to now, but I feel like it's just a huge difference. Darwin, I swear to God, dude, not today. Anyways, I feel like 6 months ago, I would wake up knowing that I only got 1 hour of sleep and just be like, the day's ruined. I may as well just make it through this, get home, be miserable. And 1 hour of sleep getting a full 6 to 8 hours of sleep is so important because I feel so much better. Obviously, I have an appetite, I clear-headed, and when I'm in that fog, it's so hard to get out of. The day is ruined if I don't get enough sleep, but somehow I was able to pull through. I ended up getting off work, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a quick power nap, just 1 hour. That turned into 3 hours, and I ended up being late to hang out with Marissa and Ronnie. It is what it is. It happens. I probably needed that 3 hours of sleep really badly. And I had a great time tonight. And that fear of not having enough sleep used to completely derail me. I don't know if you're anything like me, but just consciously knowing that I didn't get enough sleep, I'd be out for like 2 or 3 days. It would fuck with me mentally. I ended up hanging out, and the night went amazing. We ended up cooking food, hung out, talked, hung out for a couple hours. That fear though, it's just such a weird thing to me because I would let that fear drive the rest of my day. That I would just hold on tight, and it would just drive me to wherever I needed to go. Whereas now, I feel like I'm actually at the wheel and I can do something about it. And I feel like this is just a thing now. This is just my mind state, because usually I'd feel like, okay, this high, this like love of life will only last maybe, let's say 2 or 3 days, and then I'd finally crash and be like, life sucks again. Why did I ever think that this was gonna last? It's weird. I feel like there's something in the water or not in the water, and yeah, I won't get on that train again. Fear, that's what I was getting at. Jesus Christ. I saw this Facebook video. Facebook, don't even get me started on them. I saw this Facebook video where this guy was talking about where we're only born with 2 fears, and that is loud noises and the fear of falling. 2 fears that probably we should have, obviously. And I feel like a lot of the other fears are created. And obviously there's health at Darwin. No, go on. I don't know if you guys saw my Snapchat, but I let Darwin out for like 5 minutes into the hallway, and now she's obsessed about escaping into the hallway. She'll run back to the door to try and get out. Shut up. But yeah, we're only born with 2 fears, the fear of falling and the fear of loud noises, and the rest are created. And like I said, it's good to have fears. It's good to know your limits in a way. But then there's also those unhealthy fears that can stop people in their tracks. For example, me being afraid of flying. It hasn't stopped me, but I feel like I could be going all over the world and I'd be way more... I'd take the initiative to actually do it if I wasn't as afraid. So I'm making a conscious effort now to just say fuck it. I want to explore the world, I want to do great things around the world, and I don't want to just stay in the US. And the US has amazing places, you can get a lot out of it, but it's such a new country in comparison to Europe and Asia, and it's so cool to see how far they've come and just what it was like back then. History, basically, is what I'm saying. Jesus. So yeah, those unhealthy fears, like the one fear that I can't stand in a lot of my friends that I wish I could erase for them is the fear of embarrassment. It's weird. I like that there's those fears because it filters out the people who are actually passionate about what they do and they just say fuck it and they just drive it home and want to succeed and they don't care about being embarrassed, the fear of losing or failing, and that's awesome. Obviously everybody can't succeed, I guess you could say, not even in like you're making a lot of money, but succeed in your heart and in your mind. But then I also wish that it drives me nuts because I see the potential in people and I see that people are capable of doing amazing things, but it's always people saying, yeah, I could do that, but, or yeah, I want to do that, but. It's always but, and that just basically means, yeah, I can't do it. I'm not going to do it because this is holding me back. And they always say, it's always material things. Yeah, I can't do that because my car is broken down. I can't do that because I don't have a camera. I can't do that because whatever. And it's always deeper than that. It's always, I can't do that because I'm afraid of failing. I can't do that because I'm afraid of being embarrassed. What are people gonna think of me? I can't risk having that on the internet. I can't risk taking that risk. I can't risk taking a risk and having them fail and being afraid of not wanting to actually try it again. The fear of being realistic is what I'm saying, and that drives me crazy. And like I said, all my friends are amazing people, which I think is the hardest part. I know what they're capable of, and it's terrible because you can see that in people, but they can't see it in themselves, and it's so frustrating. People are capable of doing such crazy things, but they have these things that maybe something happened in their childhood, post-traumatic stress, whatever, and they just don't believe in themselves. And god damn it, I'm sounding corny. You wouldn't believe how many emails I've gotten or how many conversations I've had with friends that say, oh, I want to start doing YouTube, but I don't know what I would talk about. Listen to what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just shit I think about. That's it. Like, I'm not over here doing a KSI Logan Paul boxing video. I'm not over here talking about drama in the community, politics, although I do like touching on politics. But you can just talk about stuff you're passionate about. Your friends, your family, music, cars, cats. Not Darwin, because my cat's a piece of... I wish you could see her right now. She's so cute. But yeah, the quote I saw... I forgot the quote. Oh yeah. We all have untapped value above us, but no one seems to want to raise their hand up and reach it. No one wants to actually make the extra effort to try and do it. And you won't believe how happy I get when I see people in the comment section after I made like my last video or the video before saying, hey, I'm going for a run right now. Hey, I started working out. Hey, I'm making a conscious effort to help people today. I'm going to do charity. I'm going to help my kid at his recital. It's stuff like that that other people see that makes them think, wow, that's awesome. That inspires me to do that. I sound just like FouseyTube. This is getting so bad. I don't care how much anxiety you have, how depressed you are. I do care, but I don't care to an extent. Like, it's so irrelevant. And if people realized how short life actually is in the grand scheme of things, like for example, my birthday, I feel like when I was younger, between each birthday would last a century. It would take so long between each birthday because life was just so big and amazing and I noticed every detail. Now that I'm getting older, I blink and I feel like a year has gone by. So I'm trying to take advantage of every situation I have, every person I hang out with, and just value and be grateful for everything. Even the bad stuff. Like for example, my fucking minivan, I hit a little curb and now the axle or the brakes are all messed up and it's making this horrible noise, this screeching metal noise. It's driving me crazy, but it's hilarious at the same time. This 29-year-old guy driving a minivan, driving down the road, making this screeching loud noise, drawing attention to himself. You guys, I don't know why I'm single. I got this amazing car, this cat that cock blocks me every time I have a girl over. It's just so weird. I don't get it. Leave a comment in the comment section below because it's so weird to me. I don't know. Anyways, I was talking to my boss and I was telling her how I feel like we don't give people enough compliments, enough like positive affirmations. It's like we expect that of people, but we don't confirm it by just saying, hey, you do an amazing job. One of my bosses at work is so good with the residents, and all she hears all day is family members bitching to her about, oh, their TV's messed up, what's going on with the extra money, blah, 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 blah. I went up to her and I was like, you do an amazing job, and people don't give you enough credit because no one else would be able to do your job with a smile on your face like you do. And she like was like, oh my God. Like she'd never heard a compliment or someone say that about her. It's like, that's so crazy to me that we don't do that for people. I think it's because it makes people uncomfortable being vulnerable and sharing that kind of thing, thinking that someone else is expecting something in return, or that they have some sort of hidden agenda or ulterior motive. So I'm making a conscious effort to do that. I want people to realize that they're awesome, not even in a corny way, but like, you've made it this far on earth, you've survived high school, which as much as people want to say, oh, life was so much easier back then, no. High school was so anxiety ridden, there's a social structure to it, there's so much stuff mentally, your body's exploding with hormones. If you can make it through all that in college and working your butt off, or even the problems at home, and you've made it this far, you're gonna be just fine, and there's no reason why you can't do like awesome things. That's all I'm saying. People don't realize their full potential. I could go on for hours. I'm literally in that talkative kind of mood. You know, I did this photography gig. I finally sent all the emails out with the pictures, and I'm just happy about life, and I just wanted to share with you guys. So, work's going good. All my friends are doing amazing. I'm close with my mom. Darwin's still alive for now. And yeah, I don't have any complaints besides my minivan. But even that is like hilarious in itself. So if anybody wants to buy me a Subaru WRX, feel free. Leave a comment section below. I'll give you my PayPal. Anyways, thanks for watching. I will see you guys on Friday. I'm so sweaty if you can't tell. And I know someone left a comment being like, you're always complaining about the temperature. But it's hot. I have to turn off this fan and this hot light is beating on me. But it is what it is. I'll survive. Okay, you've probably left the video. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, go ahead and do that if you want. It's just Menthol Kratom. Follow me on Snapchat. I take pictures and videos pretty much all day, every day. It's just Menthol K. Okay, I'm wasting your time. Why are you still watching? Just click off the video. There's no reason you should be watching this. Bye. Love you.